Welcome to the ET Part 1 Football Show. I'm your host, Coach Nico. The goal of the show is to introduce young man to the community, work on their public speaking, get them exposure, and nothing else but them to do better on and off the football field. We'll be interviewing the players of the game and practice player of the week for the Valley Elite Youth Football Championships. We had 2 teams to make it, the juniors and the peewees, and we went 1-1 on the day. First up would be the juniors. These young men are either in the 5th or 6th grade. Back in studio today for the second time, the man himself, O'Shea. O'Shea, what's up? How are you doing today?
Good.
All is well?
Yep.
O'Shea, how do you feel about the championship game?
Well, I feel like we worked hard, but we still didn't get the win, but we still work hard.
So, O'Shea, how does it feel being back in the studio for the second time?
Good, great.
Good. And in terms of like the season and recap, what do you think was your best overall game and your best play of the season?
When we played the Rebels, and I never missed a tackle, and I caught the ball, but they called pass interference.
Yeah, that's one where you jumped up the dude.
Yeah.
Perfect. O'Shea, what's next for you, bro?
Going to junior high.
And how many years have you played for Edison Tigers?
6 years.
6 years. And how many championships do you have in total?
4.
4. So what did you learn over these 6 years that you're going to take into middle school football?
Keep on working hard.
And what do you think there's one thing you need to improve on your offensive game?
Well, I need to start blocking more and start catching the ball more.
Okay, perfect. And what's one thing you need to improve on your defensive game?
Well, don't miss no more tackles.
Okay. And what are you going to do from now until next football season to work on your blocking, your catching, and your tackling?
Train more.
Train more? You have an idea of where you're going to train at?
Oh, not yet.
Okay, perfect. Now, in terms of the juniors, next year, who do you think is going to be the player to watch next year on the juniors?
RJ.
RJ? And what do you like about RJ's game?
Well, he's shifty and he can catch and he's fast.
Okay, perfect. And then in terms of your actual play in the championship game, what are a few moments that stick out to you?
Well, when I caught the ball twice and I got the touchdown.
And in terms of middle school, do you have an idea of what middle school you're going to go to?
No, not yet.
What about high school ball?
Edison.
Edison. And what makes you want to go to Edison High School?
Because my mom went there.
Mom went there, perfect. So you can be a Tiger through and through?
Yeah.
And what are your goals for the high school level?
Well, to just work hard and try to get a scholarship to college.
And what college you want to go to again? Clemson still?
Clemson, yes.
Perfect. Is there any advice that you have for the players that are going to return to the youth football program next year?
Well, just work hard and try to get another championship.
And what are you going to do to ensure the legacy of Edison Part 1 of football continues?
I can coach for youth football.
Perfect. Is there anything you want to say? Is there anything on your mind from the season?
Well, I feel like my brother, he good at throwing, but he needs to work on throwing more. And yeah, that's good.
So if your brother is good at throwing but needs to work on it, and you need to work on catching, that actually sounds perfect because you guys can throw. You guys can throw to each other. So is that something you see y'all doing?
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, we used to always meet up on Sundays and do 7-on-7. That was like without the coaches, So by the time the season came, we was ready. Yeah. So I think that'd be great for you and your brother Duke. Y'all can work on each other's game.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna be doing now that there's no practice on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and no games on Saturdays?
Well, I'm gonna go outside and train with my brothers.
Perfect. You have anything else you want to say while you're here?
Nope.
Good to go?
Yep.
Thank you, O'Shea. Good luck to you, bro.
Here this week we have something special. Usually we have practice player of the week, but this week we bring to you practice players of the week. No one on this show, on the team and on the show goes unnoticed. So starting here, who do we have?
Bob, Jordan,
And how do you guys feel as a team being practice players of the week?
good.
Good. Cobb, why you feel so good about it?
Because I haven't been in practice player of the week before.
Oh, right on. And what about you, sir?
Me, because I honestly work hard in practice and I put my all into it.
Right on. Right on. Right on.
Because I have a good position.
Oh, because you got a good position, huh? Right on. Right on. And who you guys play this game for?
My grandpa, my mom.
Oh, right on, right on. You guys got any special words?
Hope we win the game tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Saturday. Rest in peace, my grandpa. Hope we win.
Safe.
Hey.
Peace.
All right. Wait, you guys brothers?
Step.
Brothers? Oh man, all right, this is the first time we had 2 brothers at the same time. All right, man, I thank you guys, and I'm honored to have you guys as practice players with. You guys have a great and awesome practice and a great game. All right.
Next, we're going to have an interview from the Pee Wee's Practice Player of the Year. Next up in studio, we have the Pee Wee's Practice Player of the Year, Caleb Thompson. What's up, Caleb? How you doing today?
Good.
Caleb, you ever been on TV before?
Nope.
Who's at home watching you want to show some love to?
My dad.
Your dad, perfect. And what's your dad's name?
Legger.
Legger. And why you want to show your dad some love?
Because after practice, he always makes us work out some more.
Yeah, one thing my coach used to say is doing what's required is not enough. So that's actually great if your dad is making you do, like say, go over and beyond. That's perfect. Now, Caleb, how long have you been playing football for?
5 years.
5 years. And what do you like about playing football?
It's like a sport where you get to hit, and I like to hit.
Perfect. And what positions do you play?
Running back and corner.
Running back and corner. And what do you like better, running the ball or and scoring, or playing corner where you make tackles and picks?
Corner, because when you make a pick, you can also score.
Right. So you got a pick 6 and you score a touchdown offense, and that pick 6 felt a little better? Okay. Now, Caleb, you're Practice Player of the Year. So why you feel like that's important for our team?
Because all year I've been working hard.
Why do you take pride in like making sure when you run, like you're on the front, or making sure that you come every day? Why is that important to you?
So that you know what you're doing when you get in the game.
Now, also in the game too, you have great production in the game as well. I believe you have 3 touchdowns on the season. You have
4.
My bad, 4 touchdowns. Okay, my bad. So, how does it feel being in the game where you know you're gonna play running back? One week you're gonna play receiver. 1 week you're gonna play corner. 1 week you're gonna play outside linebacker. How is that just being able to do all those positions?
It feels great because like if you put me somewhere, I'm gonna do my job and play it.
That's perfect. And in terms of like professional athletes, who is your favorite NFL player?
Ezekiel Elliott.
And what do you like about his game?
He knows how to run the ball. He hurdles, and he can catch also.
And is he the reason why you wear number 21?
Nope.
Why you wear number 21?
Because Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders, huh? Okay, I respect that. Now, Caleb, you have an idea of what college you want to go to when you get older?
Yep.
And what college is that?
Fresno State.
And why you want to be a Bulldog?
Because like a lot of my family members went there, and I think it's a great college.
Okay, perfect. You know what you want to study?
Nope.
Okay, that's cool. Nothing wrong. Take your time. Now, Caleb, when you're playing football, right? Who is your biggest fan? Who's in the fans cheering for you the most?
My brother.
Your brother, and what's your brother's name?
Legger.
And how is it having a brother that's playing football with you as well?
It's great because while my game's done, I get to study what he's doing.
And what about you next year? Because you're going to come back and be one of the older players now on the Pee Wee. So what are you looking forward to next year to being one of the veterans on the Pee Wee team?
You mean preferring for like what position I want to be?
No, just like in general next year, just like your overall mindset for next season. Not necessarily positions, like you say, like you're going to play wherever you play and get production. But what's like your overall mindset for next season?
To score.
To score, say no more. And in terms of your teammates now who are going to leave the Pee Wees and go to the juniors, who are you looking forward to watch them play on the next level?
Peanut.
And what about Peanut? What about Peanut's game do you like?
He's a great quarterback. He can throw the ball, and he also knows how to run.
All right, perfect. You have any last minute advice for the children at home watching?
Stay in school.
Stay in school, and why is that important?
Because you can't go nowhere without like college credits and stuff.
Yeah, man, you did a good job, man. Good job today. Good job all season.
Thanks.
How you feeling today, man?
Good.
All right, I'm feeling great, man. Thanks for asking, man. And how you feel about being Practice Player of the Week?
Good. This is my first time.
Right on. And who's one of your favorite coaches out here?
Coach Nico.
Right, shout out to Coach Nico. And what's your nickname they gave you out here?
Giant.
The Giant. And what position you play, Giant?
Tight end and my left guard.
Ooh, that's a big tight end and big left guard. All right, man. And you want to give any last words to anybody? A shout out to somebody out there?
Yeah.
And my father.
All right, shout out to your father, man. All right, you want to give any encouraging words to your teammates?
Yes.
What?
Play hard and practice hard.
Practice hard. All right, it's big. It's a big championship weekend, right? All right, man. Thank you for having an interview with me, Giant.
Next, we're going to have an interview from the Coach of the Year of the Pee Wees, Coach Ken. Our next up in the studio, we have the Coach of the Year for the Pee Wees, Coach Kenny Ray. What's up, Coach?
All right, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Now, Coach Ken, how long have you been coaching for?
21 years.
21 years. And what made you get into coaching?
One day I was out watching, and then Coach said, since I be here every day, he said, why don't you help out? So that's what started.
In your 21 seasons, how many championships do you have?
It's my 16th.
16th.
Yeah.
And what makes this group special?
Well, this group, you know, it's the first time I didn't have to do everything. I had other coaches, so it make it special. Then I had special kids we really had to work with. But once we got them going, you know, it brought a 12-0 season.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we look forward to, in terms of us going up and play for a national championship.
Well, I'm looking for us to go out there and do what we do. You know, dominate.
Perfect. And you're the defense coordinator for this team, correct? Correct. Who are some of the defensive standouts from this season?
Well, we got BA, we got we call Reese, we got Bradford, we call Speedy, and we got our man over there that I'm looking at right there. We got Peanut. You know, we got plenty of others. Knockout, Candyman.
Our defense, I believe, in the season, our starting defense only gave up, I believe, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, defensive touchdowns, 1.
1.
Right.
From our starting defense. Okay.
Correct.
And why you think that was?
Well, just we had kids that, you know, just follow the ball, get to the ball, attack the ball, and then our coaching.
Now you said that this year was your first year you had some help coaching, and what do you mean by that?
Well, the other years, you know, I had other coaches, but this year I had enough coaches that we can go position by position, and then I didn't have to do everything. You know, I had to do the offense, defense, special teams, all that. You know, I had other coaches to do that, like Coach Davis. Then I had you yourself, and then I had Coach Tarpey. I just called him Coach T. Then I had DJ. You know, I had fine coaches.
Right. So you feel like as a head coach, when you're able to just delegate people to specific roles, we can overall perform better as a team?
Yes, team builds unity, togetherness. Yes.
And what do you think was like the #1 game that kind of sums up our team unity in terms of our players on the field playing and our coaches on the sideline coaching? Who was the best overall game?
Well, actually, our third game, you know, when we really started we started to gel and come together. We had a few injuries, but we always had somebody to step in and get the job done.
Right. That's a fact. Yeah, definitely, because they say it's next man up, and we had some of our main players, some of our main bar players go down, and then, like you say, players for sure stepped up. That's perfect. And who would you say is the overall leader of this team, and what do you like about his leading ability?
Well, actually, we had 3, but I always look out to Candyman because he is the most vocal. But we had others, you know, just like BA, and then we had Knockout, you know, which was Melvin. We called him Knockout. You know, everybody got some kind of name.
Right.
Then right in the middle of the season, we got another young kid coming in named Jordan. So, you know, that really solidified us, made us who we are.
And then next year, do you plan on coaching the Pee Wees again?
Yes, I can go nowhere.
Who do you look forward to coaching next year on the Pee Wee team?
Well, we got some young kids coming back like Tristan, and then we got Sammy, and then, you know, from there we got kids coming up like Palms, and then we got Pittman. We got kids coming up. We should be okay. Right.
So Palms and Pittman is BJ and Chicken, right?
They're coming from the Mighty Mites, correct.
And what do you like about their game, and what do you expect to see them from them on the Pee Wee level?
Well, some of the same things I've seen from, you know, when they're playing Mighty Mites, being aggressive, knowing the game, getting to the ball, you know, making it easy on us.
Okay, perfect. Now, the championship game, how are you feeling on before the game and after the game?
Well, I was more confident. I was confident. I was real confident, you know, because I got confident players, got confident coaches. You know, we know the product we put on the field. You know, if we don't stumble, it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Can't be beat.
Perfect. Any last minute advice for the kids at home watching right now?
Yeah, you know, what we want you to do is get your education. All the rest of the stuff comes to you with education. You know, education builds power, okay? No education, no power.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach King. Did a great job, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Look forward to coaching with you in the championship game as well as next year.
Well, hey, I'm looking forward to you being back.
Yes, sir. Next, we're going to have an interview from the player of our championship game. Next in the studio, we have the championship game MVP for the Pee-wees. Young Asante. Goldie, what's up, bro? How you doing today?
Good.
How does it feel being a championship game MVP?
Feels awesome
It was awesome. And what would we say was your best play of the game?
to keep in 21
So 21, and that's basically our quarterback sweep. And what do you like about that play?
because I get to run the ball.
Get to run the ball. And when you're playing quarterback, would you rather run for a touchdown or would you rather throw for a touchdown?
I'll do both.
You do both, but you had to pick one. Which one are you gonna pick? You pick your run? Okay, perfect. Now, Goldie, one thing I like about you is that when we asked who was the player of the game, you had a great game, obviously, but you said that you were going to give it to Anthony. And Anthony is one of our developmental players who had a pretty good play. So why was it important for you to give Anthony the player of the game?
He haven't like got it, and I just said Anthony because, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, one thing I like, Goldie, is that fact that you already the quarterback, right? So you get a lot of cream, and then when it's your moment, like you have no problem giving it to the next person. And I think, honestly, bro, that's what makes you a great quarterback, and that's what takes you a long way in life. Now, Goldie, who are some of your best friends on the team?
I got KK, Boogie, Melvin, BA.
So how is it throwing the ball to KK and watching him run out the field for a touchdown?
It feels good because it proves I could throw a touchdown TD.
It also proves that he can catch it as well, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, Goldie, why do you think we were undefeated and won the championship?
Because our team is good.
And what makes us a good team?
Because we got a lot of good people on our team.
And what's your thoughts about us getting ready to go play in Sacramento for a chance to win the national title?
I just hope we win it so we can be like on the big screen and the board and stuff.
So it's one thing to be the best in the valley, but to be the best in the country.
That's good.
Okay. Now, Goldie, you play quarterback and also on defense, you play safety as well, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between playing quarterback and playing safety?
So quarterback, you get to like run, throw the ball. In defense, you get picks, you could tackle people as hard as you want to, and do a lot of stuff.
Now you had a pretty good hit in a championship game as well too. So how is that like coming down to being a quarterback and then it's coming down defense and it's coming down and laying the hat?
It's proven I'm not soft like that.
Exactly. Any advice for the Pee-wees on the team that are going to remain next year, like Caleb and Michael Jackson and Samuel and all those guys?
Just stay up and do good next year.
And what about the young guys coming up, like BJ and Chicken and young Benny and all those players? Any advice for them as they get ready to play for the Pee-wee level?
Just think well and do great.
Okay, and what about you guys? Your group of kids, your group of young men who's actually about to go up and play with the juniors. Like, how is it getting ready to go play football at a higher level?
I feel good because I'm moving on.
Moving on up. Okay, perfect. What about from the coaching staff? Is there any coach that you want to show some love to and give credit to your great season?
Coach Sharpay.
Coach Sharpay, and Coach Sharpay is your quarterback coach, right? Perfect. And why do you feel it's important to show Coach Sharpay some love?
Because he told me how all the quarterback stuff and stuff.
And he with you since day one? That's beautiful, man. Perfect. Honestly, I know Coach Sharpay, and I promise you, bro, he's smiling ear to ear right now. Any last minute words you got to say?
No.
Any questions for me?
No.
You good to go?
Yeah.
Thanks, Goldie. Had a great season, bro.
Okay.
Next, we're going to have a highlight from our championship game. And that's it.
Run! Run, boy! Run! Run, boy! Good job.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of
Welcome to the ET Pop Warner Football Show. I'm your host, Rara, and here today I got my brother, O'Shea.
How you doing, O'Shea?
Good.
So, what was your age when you started playing football?
When I was 4.
All right, so you on the juniors, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite play on the juniors?
When I get to go for a pass.
So, what's your top 3 though?
9, 8, and a 2.
What about ET formation? How about that? You like it when I hand you the ball and you run?
Yep. I get to score.
Cause you run up, you take it up, huh?
Yep.
What about split right 2 block 2?
Yeah, it's good because they didn't really guard slants, but
Yeah, cause they always play deep off you. And I remember we played the Rebels and I threw that slant to you and it was just wide open.
yeah.
What do you think about the championship game? How we played?
Well, we played hard, but I think that we weren't well executed.
In my opinion, if we execute on our routes and our blocking, then we would have had one of these. So, what do you think? Do you think you're gonna play another sport after football?
Basketball, maybe.
All right.
He said he wasn't gonna go.
Maybe.
Say, what's up, bro? Yeah, you're a blooper.